This is Jeff with Shout Out Minnesota, and we are here with
Robbie Lochner.
Jack Russell from Jack Russell's Great White.
All right, thanks for taking the time to speak
pleasure,
with Shout Out Minnesota.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
Let's talk about the show tonight. It was an acoustic set. It was the first of 5 in the next few Thursdays. So you got the opener. Tell us a little bit about, from your perspective, on how it was tonight.
Great show. I thought it was awesome. I mean, you know, there was a couple flips here and there, but that's because we don't really rehearse it. I mean, we rehearsed it once before we started doing acoustic shows, and you know, we know it well enough, and it's fun just to kind of keep it spontaneous. And sometimes things will happen, and we'll end up doing something new. You know what I mean? You know, come up with a new part for a song. You go, wow! Now, if we would have been totally, you know, everything was perfect, we would have never had that happen. You know what I mean? So it's, I mean, it's tight enough to where the last guy we did an interview with says, "Man, you guys must rehearse a lot." And I'm like, yeah, we started laughing. You know, it's like, yeah, we just rehearsed tonight. You know, that was one of our rehearsals. But yeah, it was great. It was a lot of fun. The crowd was great. You know, I didn't want to leave, but you know, we just had to go.
It was all floated up right next to the stage there. They were getting right next to it and right into the action. It was a great time. I noticed that you put certain songs in there, like you were mentioning Neil Young or Zeppelin and stuff like that. How do you choose those songs to incorporate into the show?
You know, just ideal pop in your head and go, hey, you know, that song, what do you think about doing that one? You know what I mean? Or I hear something on the radio or you know, like the Creedence song. I don't know how that happened.
That one I suggest I go, let's do this. It'll be cool. I'll sing harmony through it all the way. It'll be cool. It'll be different, you know.
Why not? You know what I mean? And it's like, it doesn't have to be just about songs that you know, I've penned or you know what I mean? It's, I want it to be enjoyable, and I want people to, you know, not just be everything they expect. I want them to go, whoa, that was a blindsider, you know?
Can you give us a little history and background on the Great White itself? I mean, you guys have been around forever. It seems like since I was a teenager.
Well, this band's been around for 4 years.
For 4 years, but and then the transition to Jack Russell's Great White.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I started the band with Mark back in 1978 when I was 17 years old, and it evolved into Great White around 1982, and you know, we slugged it out, and you know, we put our own record out, and you know, sold a ton of copies in LA, and we got signed to a major label. We had a big bidding war, and you know, we signed with EMI America, which none of us knew who it was, you know, and they just really screwed us over. It was intentional, because I guess the guy that signed us wanted the president's job, so they intentionally screwed us up, you know, so you could go, look, the president, man, we had the biggest band, you know, in LA, and he couldn't even, you know, make a hit out of it. So, you know, long story short, he got the president's job. You know, we left the label and had to put our own record out again, got re-signed by their sister company, Capitol, and the rest is history. And I mean, and we were on BMG for a minute, we were on offshoot of Chrysalis, which was Imago, Terry Olson's label, and then I got us a deal with Portrait with John Kalodner, and that was the last major label. And that, you know, we had a top 6 single. We sold about 106,000 albums in 1999, which was really respectable for a band of our genre. I mean, it was like unheard of, you know.
Right.
And you know, now, you know, we had several albums after that, and then in 2011 at the end, I just, after being out sick and you know, having accidents and hurting myself, you know, when I was drunk, and you know, the band had enough, you know, and they wouldn't contact me, so basically I said, well, you're all fired. And then, you know, being the president of the corporation, and anyway, I don't want to get into all that again, but you know, long story short, we went to court and we settled, and that's all I wanted, was to be Jack Russell's Great White, you know. And so I got what I wanted, and I'm happy, and I got a great band, you know, best band I've ever had, you know, and I don't know about you, but I'm having a great time.
Yeah, it's fun.
You seem like you're more comfortable on what you're doing now, and you feel you seem pretty happy. You
oh
know?
man, I'm you know, considering all the stuff that's going on in my personal life, you know, I'm as happy as I could possibly be. I mean, this band is a lifesaver for me. If I didn't have these guys, I'd be a drugged up, drunken, on the verge of death, you know, old, you know, ex-rock star. You know what I mean? And you know, having these guys around has really, along with my wife, of course, you know, has really given me a reason to really go the extra mile. You know, I mean, to want to make new music. You know what I mean? Sure, I could just, you know, be a band that just lives off their past, you know, and do fine, you know. But even though you're not going to make any money, really, you know what I mean? We want to keep putting new stuff out because you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
I mean, I've always said you're only one song away.
Right.
You know, what if you get a song in a movie? It's like, whoa, you know, there you go, you know. But I like writing music because I love to write music. I love to make music. That is my psychiatrist. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's how I purge myself. You know. And Robbie and I, you know, when we first started writing together, you know, I was used to writing with a certain guy or two for 30 some years, you know, so it was kind of like apprehensive, like how's this going to go, you know?
Right.
And it was just boom, instantly, you know, we started writing songs, and it was really good because I was really worried about it for a while, you know.
There's some good new songs coming up the pike.
Oh man, yeah, there's a couple that are scary good.
Yeah, there's some ones
Yeah,
Which
and that's the thing, like I said tonight, you know, about not releasing an album per se, but a collection of songs we call the Gauntlet, you know.
Okay.
And the meaning of that should be obvious. And you have to, now we have to make sure that every song is like killer. Because on a record you can kind of go, well, that song's not really a hit, but it's good enough to go on the album, you know what I mean?
Right.
Maybe it'll be a kind of a fast forward song, but you know, and we've always tried not to do that, but you know, when you get to a point where, you know, you've just written and like, okay, you're just written out, you know what I mean? And you're like, okay, now stuff's starting to sound the same. You know, you just go, okay, we've got enough, let's just, you know. And now it's like, okay, we got to go, okay, we got 4 songs recorded that are just wow, you know. So now we're really having to really, you know,
step up the game a little bit.
Step up the game, you know, to make sure the new stuff is at least as good, if not better. We're trying to make it better.
I'm thinking it's going to be better, though. I mean, I like that first 4 that we did. I like them a lot.
Yeah, me too.
But I think some of the 4 that we're getting ready to record, actually we're going to record more, but the 4 that are done and ready, I don't know. I feel pretty good about that.
I feel amazing about those, especially Blame It on the Night. That's
oh no, that's in the first 4.
Oh, the first 4. Oh yeah, I mean, there's, you know.
Now the one that you played.
The one I work on, something that I showed you today, we'll work on tomorrow is going to be monstrous.
Now the one you played tonight, Hard Habit. Talk a little bit about that.
That is a difficult song to play, and had I thought about it, we would have, you know, we need to sit and really work that out, because you got a song with 2 very different guitar parts.
Right.
And we haven't had a chance, or he hasn't had a chance to sit there and try to figure out what parts from what guitar is going to make it sound close to the album. You know what I mean? I mean, to the album version, the collection version, whatever you want to call it. I mean, what an album is a collection, that's all it is. So we need to figure that out, because it sounds, to me, I'm going like, it sounds like half the song. You know, the people aren't getting the full experience. You know?
Well, my parts in the song are more, I kind of lick and chord and voicing like.
Yeah, they're not like the rhythm part.
No, they're
like,
not really. They are rhythmic, but they're not the
main
part. Tony's just playing like
a
basic part, and mine's really colorful. So I was kind of trying to mix the 2.
Yeah, well, you're just gonna have to work on it until you find the balance.
Yeah,
you know?
trying to find that.
Because it's I mean, I don't want to not play the song.
No, we'll play it.
Every time you shake your hand for me, my heart is
you guys planning a tour coming up?
Yeah. I mean, we're on it. We're just started. I mean, we're just doing dates right now. They're filling them in, you know, as we go. Got some shows now, but you know, like by a month from now, we'll probably have a lot more. 2 months from now, we'll have a lot more. You know, I just keeps filling in, and it grows exponentially. You know, we also have something we're working on with Quiet Riot. For a possible, a bus tour, for a month or so, and we'll see if that works out. You know what I mean?
Right.
If so, great. If not, we're gonna still be playing. So it doesn't really.
Well, it's good to see that you guys are doing well.
Thank you.
And new music's out, so you hear that, fans. Minnesota.
Yeah, go on. Go on Facebook. Sign up to the Jack Russell's Great White Pirate page. And look for the new single, which is Jack Russell's Great White Hard Habit. You can find it on YouTube. You could go to iTunes if you want to support the band. Spend like $1 or something. I don't know, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's like
ain't gonna break you. You know what I mean? And it'll help me eat.
So we'll wrap it up here a little bit, but social media wise, how they get a hold of you? You got Facebook, like you mentioned already.
Yeah.
Twitter.
There is a Twitter, but I don't know what it is because I don't
even know what Twitter is. Yeah, I'm like so. I am so technologically challenged.
There is something. I just not.
So primarily Facebook and Facebook is for sure is the way to go.
Yeah, our Facebook page, Jack Russell's Great White Pirate page. That is the best way to find out what's going on.
People are very interactive. We're interactive with them, so we talk with everybody, and then we have guys that help run it, and they're constantly on it. I mean, there's people that help run it that kind of are ahead of. Like sometimes they'll know dates that I don't know.
It's not like it just sits there stagnant. You know what I mean, like a lot of people's pages.
Well, that's good. That's it. That's
very active and.
Yeah, we're in the age where the fans like to be interactive with and stuff like that.
And
so that's a good
that's a good opportunity. You know what I mean? And it's really great. And there's always something going on, some contest, some kind of thing, and we try to keep updated with new photos from the road and things like that, so people can, that's cool, kind of know what we're doing aside from just the songs,
All right. Well, thanks, St. Croix Casino, Turtle Lake tonight. Great show with you guys. Turtle Lake. Thanks for your time. One last shout out to the fans.
Hey, right on, man. Thank you guys very much. Thanks for sticking by me all these years, and and please come see the band. If you haven't seen it yet, you're really missing out. Jack Russell's Great White. When you see us in your town or anywhere close by within 10,000 miles, get in your car and drive out to the show.
Come out and say hello.
Yeah, come out and say hello. And make sure you sign up to Jack Russell's Great White Pirate page on Facebook and check out the new single, Hard Habit.